Hi, I'm Walt Batansky, and this is your 1 Minute Lease Clause. Today's lease clause is on capital improvements. Now, this is probably buried somewhere in your operating expenses, but it is highly negotiable. So someone asked me, what's customary? Is a landlord allowed to amortize in capital improvements? Well, it's almost like asking, what's the customary flavor of ice cream? Chocolate and vanilla are certainly very popular ones, but it's by no means the only flavor. And just as there are many variations of ice cream flavors, there are many variations of what is reasonable and customary for amortizing in capital improvements. In the very old days, you would say, no, the capital improvements are part of the rent. So if it's a capital expense, that's the landlord's responsibility. If it's normal repairs and maintenance, then that's the tenant's responsibility. More and more professional landlords are trying to move in capital expenses as long as they are amortized according to GAAP. Well, if that's generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, then that's reasonable, isn't it? Well, it is if two people agree on it. And then we're seeing these, what we call absolute net leases, or sometimes they're called quad net leases, that actually even include roof and structural support, which historically has always been a landlord responsibility. We're seeing those get put into the lease and sometimes amortized at GAAP, sometimes fully responsible for the tenant, sometimes amortized in at GAAP. So almost any variation that you can think of is allowable if two people agree to it. But you need to compare that and think about that when you're comparing various properties. Are you being charged, even if it's over an amortized period of time, for these capital expenses? That's your 1 minute lease clause for today.